Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Unit all lined up and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Willihan. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Stoneburner. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They feed him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense considering his success now early.
They're going to ride this running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Big guy smells it. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout called by the offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McKinnon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's McKinnon. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Willihan. Safe completion on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Football with the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's McKinnon. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's go! Let's go! Scanning the field, it's Willihan. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wants to fire on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going downfield for the big play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 4 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Bringing the heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down. New set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Offense in a bunch formation. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice run again. We've seen that on this drive. They've run a ton of plays, and we've seen that all game long. I think when you have a lead like this late in the third quarter, just keep giving this guy the ball. Every time he gets it, something good.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Willihan. Here comes the heat. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 40. Hard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They go to the end around to start the drive. That will get them thinking. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 4th down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.